I love his family. There's a lot of love here.
Richard Stewart is a photographer. In Act 1, he takes pictures of New York City on the Staten Island ferry. Richard meets Alexandra Pappas.
Are you from New York?
No, I'm from Greece. I'm an exchange student.
He shows Alexandra some pictures for Family Album USA.
Family Album USA. It's an album of pictures of the United States.
Later, Richard leaves quickly.
Bye-bye, Alexandra. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
And he forgets something. What does Richard forget? Philip Stewart, Richard's father, is a doctor. He's a pediatrician, a children's doctor. And Richard's mother, Ellen Stewart, is a homemaker. His brother, Robbie, is a student at Riverdale High School. He's 17. Richard has one sister. Her name is Susan. She works for a toy company in New York City. Malcolm Stewart is Richard's grandfather. He's 72 years old and lives in Florida. And this is Richard's wife, Marilyn Stewart. She's a fashion designer and a sales clerk in a boutique in New York City. You'll meet Marilyn Stewart and all the other Stewarts in Family Album USA.
Thank you. I appreciate your help.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for your help. Thanks a lot. I wanna thank you for your help. Thank you.
Glad that I could help. Don't mention it, I'm glad that I could help.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Gerald. And thank you, Mrs. Van.
Oh, my pleasure.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. It was very nice of you. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
You're welcome. Don't mention it, I'm glad that I could help. My pleasure, it was nothing. You're welcome.
Number 1 train to Van Cortlandt Park. Thank you.
Anytime. Good luck.
Thank you very much. It was very nice of you. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
You're welcome. Don't mention mention it. I'm glad that I could help. My pleasure, it was nothing. You're welcome.
Thank you for your help. Thanks a lot. I wanna thank you for your help. Thank you.
Glad that I could help. Don't mention it. I'm glad that I could help.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Sorry, Richard, they don't have it.
Thanks anyway.
Thanks anyway. It was nice of you to try. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Anytime, don't mention it. I really tried to help. You're welcome. My pleasure anytime.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello.
Hello. Does Richard Stewart live here?
Yes, he's my brother. I'm Robbie. Robbie Stewart?
I'm Alexandra Pappas. How do you do? Your brother left his bag of film on the ferry boat. I found it.
And I'm really glad to see you. I mean, my brother will be really glad to see you.
Robbie? Who is it?
It's Richard's film. I mean, Alexandra Pappas. Come in, please.
Alexandra!
Hello, Richard. I found your bag.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Alexandra, let me introduce you. This is my wife, Marilyn.
Richard showed me your photo. How do you do?
Oh, yes, Richard told us all about you. It's nice to meet you.
And this is my mother, Ellen Stewart.
How do you do?
And my father, Dr. Philip Stewart.
Nice to meet you, Alexandra.
And you met Robbie.
Yes. And you must be Susan. Hi.
Hi. Welcome.
I'm so glad.
My name is Richard Stewart. I'm a photographer.
I'm Martha Van.
I'm Richard. What's your name?
Carol.
By the way, I'm Richard. What's your name?
Alexandra.
We live in California.
Are you from New York?
No, I'm from Greece.
I'm Robbie. Robbie Stewart?
I'm Alexandra Pappas. How do you do?
Alexandra, let me introduce you. This is my wife, Marilyn.
Richard showed me your photo. How do you do?
Oh, yes, Richard told us all about you. It's nice to meet you.
And this is my mother, Ellen Stewart.
How do you do?
And my father, Dr. Philip Stewart.
Nice to meet you, Alexandra.
And you met Robbie.
Yes. And you must be Susan. Hi.
Hi.
It was nice meeting you.
In Act 1 of this story, Susan Stewart and Harry Bennett don't know each other. They have a dinner date tonight.
Excuse me. Can you help me?
Sure. What do you want?
Where is 83 Wooster Street?
That's easy. Walk to the corner, then make a left turn. Then walk 2 blocks to the traffic light, make another left to Wooster.
Thank you. To the corner, and then a left.
Walk to the corner, then make a left turn. Then walk 2 blocks to the traffic light, make another left to Wooster.
Come on, Harry. It's your turn. Follow the directions.
Excuse me, ma'am. I'm looking for 83 Wooster Street.
Yes, Worcester Street is 2 blocks, and 83 is to the right. Worcester Street is 2 blocks, and 83 is to the right.
Come on, Harry. It's your turn. Follow the directions. Congratulations, Harry. You found 83 Worcester Street. Now, Harry, let's try some new directions. Go to the traffic light at the corner of Prince Street and make a right turn. Go 1 block and make a left at Green Street. Go to 290 Green Street. Congratulations, Harry. You did it.
Coming up in Act 2, Susan and Harry go to a restaurant in Susan's neighborhood. Susan knows Somsak, the owner. Somsak is from Thailand and serves Thai food in his restaurant.
What would you like to eat?
I'd like the mee crab. Harry, would you like to see a menu?
No, it's okay. I'll have the mee crab also.
May I bring you a salad?
Oh, yes.
But something is wrong, and Harry leaves the restaurant. Why is Harry leaving?
Somsak is offering.
Would you like something to drink?
Would you like something to drink? Would you like something to drink?
How about a California Chablis?
How about a California Chablis? How about a California Chablis?
May I bring you a salad?
May I bring you a salad? May I bring you a salad? Would you like a cup of coffee? How about some herbal tea? May I bring you some dessert? Susan and Harry are ordering.
I'd like a glass of ginger ale with ice.
I'd like a glass of ginger ale with ice. I'd like a glass of ginger ale with ice.
Do you have a dry white wine?
Do you have a dry white wine? Do you have a dry white wine?
I'll have the mee crab also.
I'll have the mee crab also. I'll have the mee crab also. I'd like a cup of coffee. Do you have some herbal tea? I'll have some dessert.
Do you have a dry white wine?
How about a California Chablis?
That's fine.
In Act 3 of this story, Susan has dinner with Marilyn, her sister-in-law.
This food is delicious.
Then Harry surprises Susan.
Hi.
And they talk.
Is there anyone else in your life?
No, not yet.
Will Susan and Harry see each other again?
He's an accountant.
He works with numbers.
He's an accountant.
He manages your money.
He's an accountant.
He plans your taxes.
An accountant.
That's his occupation.
His job. She's in business.
She's a vice president.
A vice president.
In a toy company.
She's in business.
She's the boss.
A vice president.
That's her occupation.
Her job. She's a sales clerk.
She sells clothing.
She's a sales clerk.
She works in a store.
Yeah, Yeah, she's a sales clerk.
She designs clothing too.
A sales clerk.
That's her occupation.
Her job.
She's a teacher. That's her job.
Yeah.
She's a nurse. That's her job. He's a pilot. That's his job. Those are occupations.
They're all jobs.
That's her job.
Yep, yep, yeah.
That's her job. That's his job. Those are occupations. They're all jobs.
He's a vendor.
He sells food on the street.
He's a vendor.
He sells hot dogs.
Yeah, he's a vendor.
He sells ice cream.
A vendor.
An accountant.
A sales clerk.
A nurse.
A teacher.
A pilot. They're all jobs.
He doesn't want anybody picking him up. He likes to be independent.
I think that's good. He's got his own way of doing things. He likes to take care of himself.
I guess you're right.
He's so funny. He always makes me laugh.
I guess he has a good sense of humor.
Yeah, I bet he's a lot of fun.
Grandpa always tells us he'll get here by himself.
He's something.
In my opinion, he's a very special man. What do you think?
Well, I believe I'm gonna like him, but
But what?
Won't he miss being in Florida?
Well, he will, but I think he'll like being here with the family.
I suppose he'll miss his home in Florida and his independence.
I suppose you're right. But what about you? What do you think? What kind of man is Grandpa? What do you imagine he's like?
Why is he moving away from Florida? And how does he feel about moving to Riverdale?
What do you think?
Let's see.
In the second act, Grandpa travels to New York City on the train and meets a woman named Elsa Tobin. They enjoy talking to each other.
You said you have family in New York.
Yes, indeed.
Grandpa is looking forward to seeing his family, but does he want to stay with them permanently?
Are you going to live with them
Yes.
permanently?
Well, they want me to.
Does he want to stay?
What's your name?
My name is Stewart, Malcolm Stewart.
Pleased to meet you. What's your name?
I'm Elsa Tobin. How do you do?
How do you do? Where do you live?
Titusville.
Where do you live?
Small world. I'm from Titusville, too.
It's a small, small world. How do you do? Are you married, yes or no? Please tell me, let me know.
John and I celebrate our 40th anniversary next month.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
What do you do? Are you a doctor, a farmer, a mailman, a lawyer, an artist, a salesman, a businessman, or a preacher, a high school teacher?
I just retired.
Do you have family in New York?
No.
Do you have family in New York?
Yes, indeed.
I'm pleased to meet you.
Pleased to meet you.
How do you do? I'm pleased to meet you.
Malcolm Stewart is not alone anymore, that's for sure. In fact, he'll have his family around him every day of his life now. Finding some peace and quiet may be a little difficult. But my father won't be lonely anymore. He has me, Philip Stewart, nearby, and the rest of his family. There's Ellen, his daughter-in-law. You know, I met Ellen when I was a student at the University of Michigan. Later, she became my wife. We have 3 children now. Our oldest son is a photographer. Richard is very talented, like his grandfather. Marilyn is talented too. She designs clothing. Marilyn is Richard's wife. And she's also a sister-in-law to Susan. Susan is my daughter. Susan reminds us of her grandmother, Bernice Cassidy Stewart, my mother. She was kind, intelligent, and lovable, like Susan. Susan has 2 brothers, Richard and Robert. We call him Robbie. He's our other son. He loves his grandfather very much. Well, that's our family, the Stewarts. Did you follow me? Let's see. Who is my daughter? That's it. Susan is my daughter. How about this? Who is Robbie's grandfather? Malcolm is Robbie's grandfather. Okay. Who is Susan's sister-in-law? Marilyn is Susan's sister-in-law. That's right. Well, that's our family, and I love them all.
I think aerobics is easy.
So, they make a bet.
I bet I can go 1 hour in your class this morning and not feel a thing.
Who's gonna win the bet?
I think aerobics is easy.
It's easy, no problem. It's a piece of cake, no sweat. It's easy, no problem. It's a piece of cake, no sweat. It's a snack.
It's easy.
No problem. It's a piece of cake. No sweat. It's a snack.
My new exercise class is so hard.
It's not easy. It's rough. It's difficult. It's tough. It's not easy. It's rough. Really difficult. It's hard and it's tough. It's not easy. It's difficult. It's rough. It's very hard. It's difficult, it's hard, and it's tough, tough, tough.
I think aerobics is easy.
It's easy, no problem. It's a piece of cake, no sweat.
My new exercise class is so hard.
It's not easy, it's rough. It's difficult, it's tough.
I think aerobics is easy.
It's not easy.
My new exercise class is so hard.
It's easy.
I think aerobics is easy.
It's not easy.
It's a snack. A snack.
No, it's tough, tough, tough.
In the second act, Richard goes to the aerobics center and Jack Davis asks him to take some photographs. Maybe you can photograph a class and I can give you and Mrs. Stewart a month of classes free. So Richard photographs the class. Later, when Richard gets home, Marilyn is surprised.
What is wrong with you?
Nothing. I am...
Pronunciation man.
Listen!
What do you do?
Excuse me?
What do you do?
You are not speaking clearly.
I asked, what do you do?
What do you do? You mean, what do you do?
Yes, what do you do?
Well, I speak English slowly and clearly. I don't understand your pronunciation.
But a lot of people speak English the way I speak English. Listen.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Stewart? What do you photograph?
What do you mean?
I don't believe this.
What do you mean?
I mean, they are pushing the sounds together.
That's right. Did you like listening to them?
What?
Did you hear me?
Yes, I did. Did you really say? Did ya?
Did you ever think of photographing an aerobics class?
He said it too.
Don't you love it?
Don't ya? More pushing together.
But don't you like this pronunciation? It's very common, very frequent.
Very interesting, I suppose.
But don't you think it'd be a good subject?
Maybe we can change the subject.
Okay, maybe we can change the subject. We can talk about something else.
Maybe you can photograph a class.
Oh, what can I say? What ya? Did ya? Don't ya? Oh!
In the last act, Richard tells the truth.
I didn't really exercise.
And the bet is still on.
Remember, you win, and I cook dinner for the entire family.
You win, and I cook dinner for the entire family.
And Richard goes to the class. Marilyn goes too. Who's gonna cook dinner tonight?
Grandpa, Ellen, Philip, Robbie, you and me. That's 6 steaks.
Don't forget Susan.
7 steaks. Cooking dinner for the entire family is not so easy. Shopping, salad, tomatoes, lettuce, cucumbers, and onions. Main course, steak, and potatoes. Richard, how much broccoli do I need for 7 people?
Marilyn, I have to tell you something. At today's exercise class...
Yes, Richard?
Well, I didn't really exercise.
I knew it.
I wanted to, but Jack Davis needed a photographer. I'm sorry, Marilyn.
I don't understand. Did you exercise or not?
No, instead of exercising, I photographed the class.
And you didn't exercise?
No.
There's another advanced class today at 4 o'clock. We'll go together.
What about the bet?
Oh, the bet is still on. But, you shop for the groceries. Remember, you win, and I cook dinner for the entire family.
You win, and I cook dinner for the entire family.
Including Susan. 4 o'clock at the advanced exercise class with me. We'll cook dinner together.
We're gonna cook dinner. Cook dinner together tonight. For how many people?
Grandpa, Ellen, Philip, Robbie, you and me.
That's 6.
Don't forget Susan.
That's 7.
You can count them, so you ask how many.
How many?
You can count them, so you ask
How many people? What's for dinner?
Steak and potatoes. Richard, how much broccoli do I need for 7 people?
How much broccoli?
You can't count it, so you ask how much.
How much?
You can't count it, so you ask
How much broccoli? What's for dinner?
the salad.
We need tomatoes, lettuce, cucumbers, and onions. Tomatoes?
You have tomatoes, you can count them.
How many?
You can count them, so you ask
How many tomatoes? Lettuce?
You have lettuce, you can't count it.
How much?
You can't count it, so you ask
How much lettuce? Cucumbers?
You have cucumbers, you can count them.
How many?
You can count them, so you ask
How many cucumbers? Onions?
What's the weather going to be like? Radio says sunny and mild.
What's the weather going to be like in the USA today? In New York City, home of the Statue of Liberty and all those skyscrapers and the surrounding area, it'll be sunny and mild. A little cloudy, but nice and warm. What a beautiful day to do some fishing. Down in the southeast today, the weather will be gorgeous. In Miami, Florida, a popular vacation spot, it's gonna be sunny and hot, hot, hot. It's 90 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 32 degrees Celsius now. A perfect day for the beach. Not so in St. Louis, Missouri, the gateway to the West. It's cool and windy. We expect rain there and throughout the Midwest this afternoon. So get out your umbrella. And in the Rocky Mountains, it's freezing. Ooh. It's 32 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 0 degrees Celsius, outside Denver, Colorado. There's 2 feet of snow already, and it's gonna snow some more. It's a perfect place for skiing. Out on the West Coast in Los Angeles, California, home of Hollywood movie stars and fast cars, it's sunny and warm. It'll be a beautiful day for a drive up the coast. And that's the weather in the USA today. First,
you have to turn your hat around like this.
Then
You close your eyes and say the magic words.
Last.
I got one.
First, then last. What happened first? What happened then? What happened last? First, then last. Let's try that again, this time with other parts of Act 2. First, they arrived at the lake. Next, Grandpa used the right magic. After that, Robbie caught a fish. Later on, they cooked. They burned the fish. Finally, Albert fell in the water. First, next, after that, later on, finally. happened first? What happened next? What happened after that? What happened later on? And finally, first, next, after that, later on, finally.
Maybe we can spend some time together next weekend.
Maybe we can spend some time together. Maybe we can stay at home, maybe get away. Oh yeah, 'cause I really like to be with you. I know we'll have fun, whatever we do. And maybe we can do it again another day. Maybe we can go bowling, and golf would be fun to play. Maybe we can play baseball, or go fishing on a summer's day.
What do you say we get back to our fishing?
What do you say? What do you say? What do you say we get back to our fishing? What do you say we fish? That's what we want to do. So let's get back to it right away. We don't want to waste this beautiful day. What do you say we keep on fishing till the day is through?
Why don't we do it again?
Why don't we do it? Why don't we do it? Why don't we do it again? Why don't we find the time? Hey, what do you say? There are lots of things that we can do, and I enjoy spending time with you. So why don't we do it again another day? It's possible, maybe. It's possible, could be. It's possible, we might, we may. It's possible. Let's see.
Is it possible that we forgot to buy cinnamon?
It's Thanksgiving Day, and I need to make a pie. We have sugar, apples, walnuts, and time is going by. It's possible there's something I forgot to buy. I need some cinnamon, or I can't make the pie. Is it possible we forgot? Maybe we forgot. Is it possible we forgot? Could be. It's possible we forgot. Maybe we forgot. It's possible we forgot. Let's see.
Alexandra might call.
It's Thanksgiving Day, and I'm at home. There's someone I want to hear from, and waiting by the phone. She might call me real soon before we eat. When she does, my Thanksgiving Day will be complete. Yes, it's possible she'll call. Maybe she'll call. It's possible she'll call. Could be. It's possible she'll call. She might, she may. It's possible she'll call. Let's see.
Or maybe she'll call back. She promised.
It's possible, maybe. It's possible, could be. It's possible, she might, she may.
Mom, is it for me?
Grandpa loves the Thanksgiving Day parade.
I love parades.
Philip likes to make apple pie.
1 apple. 2 apples.
He really enjoys it. And Robbie is fond of Alexandra. Philip likes Ellen's turkey dressing. And Grandpa loves Thanksgiving Day.
Happy Turkey Day.
Philip is crazy about football.
What time does the Michigan football game come on?
And Robbie is crazy about Alexandra.
Why does he always have to slam the door?
Ellen doesn't like that sound. She can't stand it. And Robbie hates waiting for Alexandra to call. He can't stand waiting. But Robbie really likes his mom's turkey dressing.
It's my favorite part of the meal.
And you can guess his favorite friend is... That's right, Alexandra. He's fond of her. He's crazy about her. He's wild about her. He likes her a lot.
On Thanksgiving Day, people in the USA get together with family and friends.
I want to welcome Harry and his daughter Michelle to Thanksgiving with us.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Stewart.
Hello, Alexandra. Hi, Marilyn. Hi, Susan. Happy Thanksgiving.
And Alexandra brought us a pumpkin pie.
Please sit down, Alexandra.
Hi, Alexandra. Welcome.
Hello, Alexandra.
The first Thanksgiving was in 1621.
Thanksgiving was about the Pilgrims, the first settlers in America. They shared the first harvest with the Indians and gave thanks.
Thanksgiving is a day with many traditions. People eat traditional foods like turkey and turkey dressing, and fruit pies like apple pie and pumpkin pie. Families enjoy modern traditions too, like watching the Thanksgiving Day parade on television.
Don't you just love it? Oh, and the bands and the music. John Phillips, I love his music.
And people watch the afternoon football game.
Touchdown! Touchdown!
And Thanksgiving is a day for giving thanks.
I give thanks for being here with my family and for being well, so I can enjoy you all.
Well, I'd like to give thanks for a healthy year, a good job, and for meeting Harry and Michelle.
It's a special holiday, a day to be with people you love.
We love you, Grandpa.
I love you, Daddy.
Alexandra is lonely. She misses her family in Greece.
You really miss your family, don't you?
Yes.
A little later, they hear a strange sound.
Do you hear something?
Yes, what was that?
Alexandra and I are such good friends. We listen to music together and go places together and talk about things. Like today, Alexandra was so unhappy, and I didn't understand why at first.
I received a letter from my parents this morning.
Did they write some bad news?
No.
Well, then why are you so sad? Then I realized that Alexandra was lonely. She was so lonely without her family. You really miss your family, don't you?
Yes. I know I must seem silly. It's not like I have nobody. I like the Molinas very much, and they're so kind to me.
She seems so sad. I had to cheer her up. I got an idea. We always have such a good time when we go out together. Hey, why don't we go out for a cheeseburger and french fries? That'll cheer you up. But then Gemma showed up.
A dog?
I think Alexandra felt better. She wasn't the only one who missed her family. Gemma did too. Gemma looked so lonely, with such a sad face. And Alexandra understood.
Oh, poor baby. You've lost your family.
Don't worry, Alexandra. We'll find them.
The dog.
Where did you find the dog?
The owner.
I'm sure they'll find the owner.
The problem is they need to find the owner of the dog. The number.
You tried calling the number on the collar?
The animal shelter.
Come on, Robbie, let's get her to the animal shelter so they can find her owners quickly.
The number is out of service, so the problem is they need to find the owner of the dog, and the hour is very late, but the animal shelter is open till 9.
The dog, the owner, the problem, the animal, the number, the hour.
You hear the before a consonant sound. The dog. The problem. The number. You hear the before a vowel sound. The owner. The animal. The hour.
Wait! H is not a vowel sound. It's a consonant sound.
But it's not the first sound. The H is silent. The hour.
But what about the dog?
Robbie has the idea to adopt Gemma if the owners, the Levinsons, don't call the office. You hear the before a consonant sound. You hear the before a vowel sound. The idea, the owners, the Levinsons, the office.
I just love the American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals.
How are you feeling? He's had so many colds and sore throats recently.
You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be alright. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna feel better. Don't worry.
Carl will be perfectly fine after we remove his tonsils.
You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be alright. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna feel better. Are you feeling alright? I have a cold. How you doing? I have a fever. Does something hurt? I have a headache. How you feeling? I have a stomachache.
It's a very easy operation, Carl. You won't feel a thing.
You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be alright. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna feel better.
How are you doing?
Not too well.
Does your throat hurt?
Yes, it does.
Do you want to get better?
Yes, I do.
Everything will be just fine.
You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. Pronunciation man, pronunciation man, pronunciation man.
Listen!
Sounds like what?
Sounds like no.
First word sounds like no.
Row, row.
Row so low. Oh. Raw saw law. Aw. Row raw so saw low law. Oh. Aw. Ball. Ball. Bowl.
Why is this ball in my bowl?
rock, mop. Ah. Pat, rack, map. Ah. Pot, pat, rock, rack, mop, map. Ah. Ah. Hot. Hot. Hat.
I'm hot in this hat.
Eat, seek, leap. E. It, sick, lip. Eh. Eat, it, seek, sick, leap, lip. E. Eh. Fit. Fit. Feet.
My feet don't fit.
His feet don't fit.
Oh.
He's hot in his hat. And the ball is in his bowl.
Your birthday is tomorrow. Isn't it? Your birthday is tomorrow, isn't it? I promised you a surprise, didn't I? It wasn't just ice cream. Was it? It wasn't just ice cream, was it? It doesn't hurt that much. Does it? It doesn't hurt that much, does it? Your birthday is tomorrow.
Isn't it? And it wasn't just ice cream. Was it? It doesn't hurt that much. Does it?
And you promised me a surprise.
He was upset. Wasn't he? He wasn't happy. Was he?
Happy birthday, Carl.
Happy birthday. Carl isn't sad now. Is he? He is happier now. Isn't he?
The most important thing is for you to decide your own future.
I have to decide. It's my future. It's up to me. Where do I want to go to school? What do I want to study? Dad and Grandpa went to the University of Michigan.
It's one of the best schools in the country, Robbie. I studied medicine there. Your grandfather went to the engineering school there.
But I may not want to go to the University of Michigan. Maybe I don't want to study medicine or engineering. Maybe I want to study journalism. I like to write. I've written a lot of articles.
What kind of articles have you written?
All kinds. Sports, editorials, theater reviews. You name it, I've written it. Maybe I do want to study journalism. I'll become a journalist. I could write for the New York Times. Robert Stewart. Writer. Yeah, I could study journalism. I'd take a course in writing, German, and history and literature, and we'll skip mathematics. I hate math. But I might take music. Wait a second. I don't just like journalism. I like lots of subjects. And if I study liberal arts, I can take courses in a variety of subjects. Yeah, I don't have to decide on my major in the first year. I think I want to become a writer, but I have time to decide.
Maybe you should think about becoming a writer.
Maybe I should.
You have lots of time to decide.
I do have time to decide. And it's up to me. Do I want to go to the University of Michigan? Dad and Grandpa went there. Or to an Ivy League school, like Columbia University. Or maybe NYU, New York University. Mike applied there. I've also been thinking about going to a state school, SUNY, the State University of New York at New Paltz. How can I compare them? I think I'd like to go to a small school, but Michigan in Ann Arbor, Michigan is not small. Columbia is smaller than Michigan. SUNY at New Paltz is smaller than either Michigan or NYU, and Columbia is smaller than SUNY. It's the smallest school for undergraduates. I want to go to a school that's close to Riverdale. But Michigan is far away. SUNY is closer to Riverdale. NYU is closer than SUNY. And Columbia is the closest. Wow, that's a lot to think about. Which one is the smallest? Columbia. Which school is the closest to Riverdale? Columbia. Which school is the cheapest? SUNY at New Paltz. Which school would you choose?
What's the schedule today?
10 o'clock, telephone FAO Schwartz about the new twin baby dolls.
10 o'clock. 10:15.
That's a quarter after 10.
10:30.
That's half past 10.
10:45.
That's a quarter to 11.
11 o'clock, approve the sketches for the toy spaceship.
11 o'clock. 11:15.
That's a quarter after 11.
What time is it anyway? My watch stops.
It's 11:30.
11:30.
That's half past 11.
11:45.
That's a quarter to 12.
12 o'clock.
That's noon.
12:15.
That's
12:30.
That's
Remind me to leave at 12:45.
12:45.
That's
What time is my lunch date with Bill Levine?
1 o'clock.
1:15.
That's
1:30.
That's
1:45.
That's
What else is on the schedule today?
Michelle is a little shy.
I used to be that way when I was her age. I used to be that way when I was her age.
We had a summer house on Fire Island. Do you remember, Michelle?
Sure, you and Mommy used to take me on the ferry boat. Sure, you and Mommy used to take me on the ferry boat.
We used to catch crabs. We used to catch crabs. And sometimes at night, we would go down to the beach and catch crabs.
You know, Michelle, when I was your age, I used to do a lot of fun things.
I did too. I used to play the piano. Mom would give me lessons on Tuesdays after school.
And I used to play the violin. I would take lessons every Thursday afternoon.
I used to have long hair, like you, Michelle. But I don't now.
I used to go fishing. Every summer, I would get out my fishing pole and try to catch a big one.
Oh, Harry, you used to be so handsome.
I used to be so handsome?
You still are, of course.
Thank you.
You're working too hard, trying to do your best. You need a vacation, you gotta take time to rest. Forget your work, enjoy yourself, get out and feel the sun. Take a little time for the simple things, relax and have some fun.
I remember when I was pregnant with Richard. Philip and I were living with Grandma and Grandpa. Philip was a young doctor, and he kept talking about having a house of our own. It's natural. I remember when Philip and I wanted a place of our own, like Marilyn and Richard want one now. All people dream of a place of their own. Some people dream of a farmhouse in the country. Other people dream about owning an apartment in the city. Philip and I had our dreams too. Philip wanted a ranch-style house in Riverdale with a front door where his patients could enter his first medical office. Oh, I wanted to live in Riverdale too, but I wanted a Spanish-style house, like the one I grew up in, with tiles on the roof. So we looked in the real estate section of the newspaper, we read about lots of houses for sale, and we went to see a real estate agent, as Marilyn and Richard are going to do. We looked at lots and lots of houses, but we didn't have enough money to buy any of them. Richard and Marilyn don't have much money either. Maybe they won't be able to afford a house.
It's funny. History repeats itself. Now, Richard and I are having a baby, and we probably won't be able to afford a house right away either.
We couldn't afford one right away, but we kept looking. And later, after Richard was born, we bought a house here in Riverdale. Oh, it was small, and it didn't have much land, but I loved it. Philip and I both loved it, because finally, we had a place of our own.
This is a lovely two-bedroom house.
The house has 2 bedrooms. It's a 2-bedroom house.
This is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath house.
A 2-bedroom, 2-bath house. It has 2 bedrooms and 2 baths.
What about this house?
Well, let's see. 1 bedroom, 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms. It has 3 bedrooms. It's a 3-bedroom house. What about that house?
I like this house. 1 bath, 2 baths. This house has 2 baths. It's a 2-bath house. Oh, I also like the garage. It holds 2 cars. It's a 2-car garage.
This looks like a nice house. I've got to see the inside. Let's see. There's a big kitchen, a dining room, a living room, and 1 bedroom, 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms, and 1 bath, 2 baths. That's good. It has 3 bedrooms and 2 baths.
So what did you think?
Well, it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. And you know, I think we could live here.
We'll have our own home.
It's the American dream.
They want to buy a house.
But can they afford it?
We're planning to buy a house.
And we'd like to find out about a mortgage.
Here's the application. We need some information.
How old are you?
I'm 29.
I'm 30.
How many years were they in school?
Richard.
16. Marilyn. 14.
And Mr. Stewart, what is your occupation?
I'm a freelance photographer.
And Mrs. Stewart, are you working?
Yes, I'm a designer. And I work in a boutique.
Here's the application. We need some information.
Income.
Property.
Debt.
What's their income?
How much money do they make?
They make $2,000 a month.
That's $24,000 a year.
Can they afford a house?
Do you own your house or do you rent? Do you own any other property? Any stocks or bonds?
Can they afford a house?
Since you don't have enough income and you don't already own any property, the bank needs to be sure you can pay the mortgage every month.
They need a guarantor.
A guarantor is responsible for the loan if you can't make the payments.
I see.
They can't afford a house.
And I don't think it's a good idea to ask Dad to sign as a guarantor. I don't feel right about it.
They can't afford a house. They can't afford it, yeah.
Now. Past. Grandpa is waiting for Susan.
Is that you, Susan?
Grandpa has been waiting for Susan since noon. Grandpa has been waiting. Susan has been working since 10 o'clock this morning. Susan has been working. But she isn't working now.
It's me, Grandpa.
Am I glad to see you?
Grandpa isn't working. But he's been finding things to do. He's been finding. Grandpa is thinking about getting a job.
You're still thinking about something to do, aren't you? A job of some kind.
That's right. I've been thinking about it for weeks now. I've been thinking.
Maybe he'll get a job soon.
Sounds like something's bothering you, Susan.
Something is bothering you. Tell me, what could it be? Let me know why you're worried. You can tell me, whoa, what seems to be the problem? What can I do? You can tell me what it is. I'd like to help you. Whoa, what's the matter? What's the matter? Hey, oh. What's the matter? What's the matter? Hey, oh. Won't you tell me what's the matter? Hey, oh. Is something wrong? Hey, oh. What seems to be the trouble? Ayo, tell me what's up. Ayo.
What's wrong, Susan?
What's the problem? What can I do? There is something on your mind. Something's bothering you. Everybody sing. What's the matter? What's the matter? Ayo. What's the matter? What's the matter? Ayo. Won't you tell me what's the matter? Ayo.
Malcolm Stewart, we want to know. Who is he and what has he done? That's what we want to find out. We'd like to know, so what do you say? We take a look at his resume.
Here's a brief description of 43 years of on-the-job training.
Name,
Address,
and phone number. That's a good way to begin. Now we know where to write or call if we want to contact him. Where did Malcolm go to school? We need that information. We'd like to find out where and when he got his education. Bachelor of Science in Engineering in 1938.
Master of Science in Engineering in 1940.
That's great.
We need a brief summary of Malcolm's work history.
You mean his work experience? He was president for 22 years of Malcolm Stewart Associates.
What did he build?
He built things like Spaceport Project,
Orlando Civic Center,
Henderson Shoe Factory,
Florida's Sun and Health Clubs,
Titusville Mall,
and Dade County Arts Center.
And before that,
Vice President,
Harrison and Styles Building Corporation.
and before that,
Senior Engineer,
Harrison and Styles Building Corporation.
and before that,
Project Engineer,
Guilford Construction Company.
and before that,
Foreman,
Brancusi Brothers.
and before that, he was in the Navy.
Seaman First Class.
That is some history. You're a valuable asset, Malcolm.
Weight, 8 pounds, 6 ounces.
8 pounds, 6 ounces. How much is that? Metric weight, let's do it again with metrics. About 4 kilograms, that's about 4 kilograms. What does Grandpa weigh?
About 170 pounds.
How much is that? Metric weight, let's do it again with metrics.
About
77 kilograms, about 77 kilograms.
Richard says Max is 21 inches long.
21 inches. How long is that? Metric, measurement, let's do it again with metrics. About 53 centimeters, 53 centimeters.
Well, Grandpa, you're about 5'9".
5 feet 9 inches. How tall is that? Metric, measurement, let's do it again with metrics. About 1 3/4 meters, that's about 1 3/4 meters.
Marilyn and Richard will be home from the hospital any minute.
How fast are they driving?
About 40 miles an hour.
How fast is that? Metric, measurement, let's do it again with metrics. About 64 kilometers an hour. That's 64 kilometers an hour.
Grandpa really loves his family, doesn't he?
So do I.
Grandpa loves his family. So does she. Grandpa loves his family. So does he. There's a lot of love here every single day. Grandpa loves his family. So do they. Susan works in business, so does he. Richard likes to exercise, so does she. Philip works with children, she works with them too. She works in a hospital, so does he, it's true. Grandpa likes to be outside on a summer day. He likes to be outdoors fishing, and so do they. Marilyn has curly hair, so does she. Grandpa has a little hair, so does he. Harry likes to see the sights on a beautiful day. Harry likes to see the sights, and so do they. Grandpa likes to be outside on a summer day. He likes to be outdoors fishing, and so do they. Philip loves his family. Susan loves her family. There's a lot of love here every single day. Grandpa loves his family, and so do they. And so do they. And so do they.
About that. New baby in the Stewart family. Baby Max. Max Stewart. You know what that means, don't you? That means I, Malcolm Stewart, am now a great-grandfather. And Max is my great-grandson. My son, Philip, is a grandfather now. He's Max's grandpa. And Ellen's his grandmother, a very loving grandma. Susan thinks that Max looks like Ellen, but Robbie thinks Max looks like me. Robbie is Max's uncle. He thinks his little nephew Max is pretty special. Susan, Max's aunt, thinks he's special too. And so do I. And so do his parents, Marilyn and Richard. They love Max very much. Now, little Max, I love you. You're a real Stewart, just like me. And just like all of us.
Suburbs. But living in New Jersey in the suburbs is better for Michelle. Trees, grass. We have a nice house with trees in front of it, and a backyard for Michelle and her friends to play in. It's a quiet neighborhood where people like to take long walks. Yeah, the truth is, I'd like to live in the city. Michelle's the right age. There are lots of things for her here. Like today, for example. Michelle and her friends went to the aquarium in Brooklyn. Well, then they went to the Museum of Natural History. I'd love to go there myself. But we could look at the dinosaurs. And Michelle likes the Metropolitan Museum of Art. We went there together. And Susan likes the museum, too. There's lots of things for us to do together in the city. Like going to the South Street Seaport. Oh, we had such a good time there. In Central Park. Oh, what a beautiful ride we took in the park. All those trees and the sunshine. Like the suburbs. Or we could go to the Central Park Zoo. Michelle loves animals. You know, the city has so much to offer, so much for us to do together. Maybe Michelle and I would like it here. Maybe we would.
Hello,
everyone, it's time to play Take My Word. Here are the rules of the game. We'll ask you to make some words from these letters. We'll tell you how many letters are in the word, and we'll give you a clue. Are you ready? Let's begin. You're looking for a word with 3 letters, a 3-letter word. Here's your clue. You have 5 seconds. Go. Time's up. Who says? A cat, of course. Now another word. It has 4 letters, a 4-letter word. Here's your clue. Max is Susan's nephew, so Susan is Max's what? You have 6 seconds. Go. Your time is up. Susan is Max's aunt. Let's go on. Another 4-letter word. You can wear this when it's cold outside. You have 6 seconds. Take my word. All right, what do you wear when it's cold outside? Well, I don't know about you, but I wear a coat. Let's keep going. A 3-letter word, and here's your clue. You can do it with scissors. 5 seconds, go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you can use scissors to cut. And now a word with 5 letters. Here's your clue. 7 seconds, go. Time's up. The answer is count. You can count with your fingers. And now, friends, for the last word, you must use all 10 letters, a 10-letter word. And here's your clue. What is Harry Bennett's occupation? You have 8 seconds. Go. All right, Harry Bennett is an accountant. And that's all the time we have. Thanks for playing Take My Word.
Good afternoon, Watermelon. May I help you?
Hi, I'd like some information about the inn.
Of course. We're located in the town of Rhinebeck, just a 2-hour drive from the city.
What kinds of accommodations do you have?
For a very special vacation, we have a large honeymoon suite.
Well,
Or if you prefer, you can reserve a smaller single room.
That's probably...
Or a double room with a fireplace and a balcony.
I really think...
And the view of the Hudson River from the balcony is absolutely gorgeous.
I don't really...
Enjoy beautiful views? Well, the town of Rhinebeck is the perfect place to take an afternoon walk.
I do like to...
And of course, after all that walking, you'll want to relax and have a delicious dinner in our romantic dining room.
Well, I don't know. I may be...
Too tired to come to the dining room? Don't worry. Our friendly room service is always ready to bring delicious meals to your room.
Oh, how nice.
Nice. Our innkeeper, Mrs. Montefiore, is the nicest person you'll ever meet. She's been making the Watermill Inn a comfortable place for guests for over 20 years.
What time is...
Check-in? Well, you can check in any time after 1 p.m. and check out any time before 12 noon. Now, when would you like your reservations and what type of room would you like?
I'm not quite sure.
You can be sure that the Watermill Inn is the finest small hotel in all of New York State.
New York? I thought I called Florida.
Marilyn and Richard hope to have a wonderful weekend. Hope to have. But Richard doesn't like the view.
Great. If you enjoy looking at a parking lot.
He doesn't enjoy looking at cars. Enjoy looking. When 2 verbs are together in a sentence, the second verb sometimes has 2 in front of it. Sometimes it ends in ing.
here. We're alone. We're together. And I love you.
But it keeps raining all night long. Keeps raining, keeps raining. The next morning, Richard wants to play tennis. Wants to play, wants to play. Marilyn suggests going to the coffee shop. Suggest going.
They don't have a coffee shop.
But they need to eat breakfast. Need to eat. After enjoy, keep and suggest, use a verb with ing. After hope, want and need, use a verb with to in front of it. What are they gonna do?
I love walking in the rain.
She loves walking in the rain. Loves walking. She loves to walk in the rain. Loves to walk. After love, use a verb with ing. You can also use a verb with to in front of it.
In Act 3, Richard and Marilyn enter the honeymoon suite at the Watermill Inn.
Welcome to the Watermill Inn.
Looking at our photographs from all our time together, I see us both changing through the years.
I can't believe how young we looked. It seems a million years ago. But through it all, we've shared our joys and tears.
There we are together, once upon a time, reminding me of how we used to be.
There we are together, smiling at the camera. Each day was bright and new for us.
There we are, the two of us, and still we are together, you and me. Every photograph reminds me how I love you and how our love gets better every day.
Every photograph reminds me how the years just come and go. And I can see our love grow with every photograph.
Looking at our photographs, I'm going back in time, watching every anniversary.
The pictures take me there again, but we both look so different then. Could that really be you and me? Every photograph reminds me how I love you. And I can see our love grow with every photograph.
He's planning a get-together with 2 or 3 other college friends. A kind of 50-year anniversary reunion.
I got a letter in the mail today. It said, how you doing, old friend? I've been thinking about you, so tell me what's new. We should get together again. I haven't seen you for a long time. I was thinking about you today. And if I could, I'd come right over, but you live too far away. The letter said, here's your invitation. It said, we're having a celebration. Let's get together, have a reunion. It's been a while, you gotta show me that smile, and I wanna see you again. Let's get together, have a reunion. Come on, you're invited, we'll be reunited, and we'll get to know each other again. I wanna hear those old stories, I wanna sing an old song. The letter said, bring your camera, take some pictures, hope you can come along. And if you can come, won't you let me know? You can write or give me a call. Before you know it, you're gonna feel like the years never passed at all. The letter said, here's your invitation. It said, we're having a celebration. Let's get together, have a reunion. Oh yeah, it's been a while. You gotta show me that smile, and I wanna see you again. Let's get together, have a reunion.
Could you tell me how to use the shortcut?
Sure. You take the next left turn. You'll see a stop sign. Make a right at the stop sign. Stay on that road and you'll cross a blue bridge. Then you'll see a big old red barn. Take the next left turn. You'll see a stop sign. Make a right at the stop sign. Stay on that road and you'll cross a blue bridge. Then you'll see a big old red barn.
Here goes. Oh, here. Yes, okay. Well, sir.
Keep along this road till you get to the end of the fence. You'll see the chicken house. His house is on the left.
All right. Well, I made it to Pete's house, but he's not here. I think I'd like to see some more of the countryside while I wait for him to get back. I'll back out of the driveway and be on my way. Dead end. Let me back up again and go in the opposite direction and see what I find. Pretty nice horse farm. Well, I'd better get back to Pete's. Let's see. All I have to do is back out of the driveway, make a right, pass the lake, go to the fork in the road, cross the railroad tracks, and make a right at the first intersection. Each driveway should be the first right turn. I made it.
Lincoln Center for the Performing Arts, New York City. The John F. Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts, Washington, D.C. The Grand Ole Opry, Nashville, Tennessee. The Gus F. Wortham Theater Center, Houston, Texas. The San Jose Center for the Performing Arts, San Jose, California. The Music Center of Los Angeles County, Los Angeles, California. The Seattle Community Arts Center, Seattle, Washington.
Hello, Mr. Carlson, please.
Mr. Carlson is busy at the moment. May I help you?
I'd like to make an appointment with him.
We've got a call to make an appointment. We've got a call to make an appointment.
World Imports, may I help you?
I'd like to make an appointment to see Mr. Sato.
Imports, may I help you?
I'd like to arrange a meeting with Ms. Moreno.
World Imports, may I help you?
I'd like to set up a time to see Mr. Jackson.
What time would you like to come in?
I'd like to see him as soon as possible.
I'd like to come in sometime next week.
I can see him at his convenience. Do you think he can fit me into his schedule?
Of course.
Where is your office located?
Downtown.
Oh, what is your address?
33 West 44th Street.
What floor are you on?
We're on the 20th floor.
Is there a receptionist?
That's me.
Good morning. My name is Richard Stewart. I'm here to see Mr. Carlson.
It's time for the appointment.
Hello, I'm here to see Mr. Sato.
Good morning. I have an appointment with Ms. Moreno.
Hi, Mr. Jackson is expecting me.
You've got a call to make an appointment.
World Imports, may I help you?
What are you gonna say?
Hello.
Hello. I'm calling from World Imports about your appointment. I'm afraid we will have to reschedule.
Wonderful.
Thanks.
Fabulous.
Thanks.
Terrific.
Thanks.
This is sensational.
Yeah, thanks.
What a job. Good work, Richard.
Look at that!
Great!
Look at that!
Sensational! Great! Sensational!
What do you think of that?
Amazing!
What do you think of that?
Terrific! Amazing! Terrific!
Look over here. What do you think of them?
They're wonderful!
Ooh, look at them!
All right! They're fabulous! Wonderful! Fabulous!
Check this out. What do you think of him?
He's marvelous!
Ooh, listen to that!
Wow! He's incredible! Marvelous! Incredible!
Look at him!
He's fantastic!
Look at him!
He's super! Fantastic! Super!
Great!
Sensational!
Amazing.
Terrific!
Fantastic!
Super!
Wonderful.
Fabulous!
Marvelous.
Incredible!
Outstanding!
Why will the voters vote for you against Boswell, Mrs. Stewart?
Because I care.
Vote for Ellen Stewart. She cares. Not a bad slogan.
Ellen Stewart. She cares. It is a good campaign slogan. People will hear it and know what I stand for. I care. I care about our children's education. Not just the school buildings themselves, but the children. I care about what children study and what they learn. I want them to learn about a variety of subjects, including music and literature and art. And I care about our children's activities after school. I want to keep their music programs, like the orchestra. And the chorus. I want children to experience the joys of music. I play the piano myself, and I've taught music to many children in Riverdale. I want to keep the other after-school programs, too. I have a plan. I'll get local businesses, banks, and other companies in the community to help. We all have children in this town, And I believe that parents care about education. And I want to be on the Riverdale School Board. I know it's a big responsibility, but I know I can make a difference. Because I care.
Hey everybody, here's what we say. Get out and vote on election day. You can make a difference, it's up to you. We need your vote if you want better schools, so clap your hands. Stomp your feet. Ellen Stewart's running for the school board.
And we know she can't be beat.
I said clap your hands. And stomp your feet. Ellen Stewart's running for the school board. And we know she can't be beat. So vote, vote, vote. If you want better schools, and if you want your vote to count, Ellen Stewart is the one to choose. Who do we want? Ellen Stewart. Who's gonna win? Ellen Stewart. Who do we want? Ellen Stewart. Who's gonna win? Ellen Stewart. Hey, hey, what do you say? Ellen Stewart all the way. Hey, hey, come on, let's fight for Ellen Stewart. She's the one who's right. So everybody just be aware that Ellen Stewart is the one who cares. She'll make a difference for everyone.
'Cause Ellen Stewart is number one.
She knows the importance of music and art. Cultural programs play a big part.
Let's keep these programs in our schools.
Ellen Stewart's for me and you. So let's all give her a cheer. Everything's all right 'cause Ellen's here. Who do we want? Ellen Stewart. Who do we want? Ellen Stewart. I say yeah. Yeah, we're yelling for Ellen. Yeah. Yeah, we're yelling for Ellen. Yeah. Yeah, we're yelling for Ellen. Yeah. Yeah, we're yelling for Ellen.
Good evening. An important local election took place today in Riverdale. The people of this community elected a new member of the school board, Carter Boswell. Opposing him in the campaign was Ellen Stewart, a housewife from Riverdale. Tonight, we'll take a look at both campaigns. First, we turn to the Boswell campaign. Mr. Boswell reached many voters by appearing on local TV.
I care about the school buildings in need of paint. I care about more lockers for the teachers. I care about new fixtures in the hallways.
Less than a month ago, a new face entered the race, Ellen Stewart. Mrs. Stewart disagreed with Carter Boswell's plans for the Riverdale schools. She campaigned very strongly to keep the cultural programs in music, art, and drama. Local appliance stores played a videotape of Mrs. Stewart introducing herself to the voters.
My name is Ellen Stewart, and I'm running for the open seat on the school board. My slogan is, I care. I care about people, not things.
Mrs. Stewart's unusual campaign helped her win the attention of the local newspaper. Charles Maxwell, the editor of the Riverdale News, praised Mrs. Stewart for caring about the cultural programs in the schools. When the first votes were counted early in the day, it seemed as if Ellen Stewart might win a surprise victory over Carter Boswell. But once all the votes were counted, Mrs. Stewart lost by only 121 votes. Well, it was a very close election, and Ellen Stewart convinced the people of Riverdale that she cared. She also convinced Carter Boswell, who now wants to appoint Mrs. Stewart to a special committee for cultural programs in the schools. Well, that's our special Election Day report on a very important local election. Thank you, and have a good evening.
Hours from now. 2 more hours. Well, that's a long time to wait. Grandpa's right. I do have the wedding day jitters. I'm nervous. Why am I so nervous? I couldn't find the rings, but they were in my pocket, and now Richard's got them. He's my best man. He'll take care of them. Right. I don't need to worry about that. None of us knew how to tie my bow tie, but that problem's taken care of now, too. since Robbie went into the village to pick up some clip-on bow ties. So why the jitters? Hey, who am I kidding? I'm getting married today. Married! Married. In just 2 hours, I'll be married to the most wonderful woman in the world. The woman I love. I fell in love with Susan on our very first date. You know something?
What?
I think we're going to be good friends. Good night, Susan.
Good night, Harry. Have a safe trip home. Are you all right?
Sorry. I was nervous even then. Susan is beautiful. And intelligent. And kind. And we have fun together. She'll be a wonderful mother to Michelle. And soon she'll be my wife. Mrs. Harry Bennett. I couldn't be any happier. Less nervous, maybe. But I couldn't be any happier.
Mrs. Harry Bennett, huh? Soon the wedding will begin. Am I ready? Let's see. I have something old. The pearls my grandmother gave me. Something new. My beautiful veil. Something borrowed. This dress from Marilyn. Oh, it must be lucky. Marilyn wore this dress when she married Richard, and they seem very happy. Where was I? Oh, and something blue. The antique wristband from Mother. Oh, how sweet. She saved it for me all these years. I'm ready, but I'm nervous. Are all brides this nervous? I've waited for this wonderful day all my life. The day I marry the man I love. I love Harry. He's thoughtful and kind. What pretty flowers. Thank you. And a good father to Michelle.
I love you, Daddy.
Oh, I hope I'll be a good mother to Michelle. It was tough for her after her mother died. But now she's like a daughter to me. I'm very lucky. Today I'll become a wife and a mother all at the same time. The moment I say, I do.
Susan, will you marry me?
You bet I will. I love you, Harry.
What a wonderful wedding, Philip. Just perfect.
It was, Ellen, and you were the beautiful mother of the bride. Look at you, here, with Robbie, as he escorted you onto the patio.
Robbie looks so grown up and handsome like his father. And look at Michelle. What a sweet flower girl. She was so excited. She'd never been to a wedding before.
And here's Susan's bridesmaid, Marilyn.
Marilyn was Susan's matron of honor, Philip. Look at Richard and Harry. They seem like brothers, don't they?
And Dad with our new grandson, Max. I love this picture.
And I love this one, of you escorting Susan.
That's our little girl, Ellen.
Oh, Philip. I remember when she was just a baby. Our little girl grew up so fast. And now she's a mature, married woman with her own family. I feel like I've lost my daughter.
Ellen, you haven't lost a daughter. We've gained a son, a talented, intelligent, likable son, who happens to love our daughter very much. We also have a lovely new granddaughter, Michelle.
What a wonderful family. I love you, Philip.
I love you too, Ellen.
Home late after working all day. I was hoping to find you, but you were away. You left me some dinner, something to eat, but I won't be waiting up, cause I gotta get to sleep.
I'm gonna get home late after working all day. I know you'll be home, but I'll miss you anyway. I hope you find my note and have something to eat. I really wanna see you, but you'll be asleep.
We never seem to have any fun like we had before. We're working too hard and I never get to see you anymore. We have to make time for each other. We owe it to ourselves and one another. So why don't we do it? What do you say? Let's make some changes, we can start today. We need some quality time together. What we need is quality time. Oh yeah. We need to talk to each other, laugh with each other. Let's get together, you and me. With quality time, we'll enjoy each other's company.
You're working long hours and you're never at home. Sometimes it seems you're just a voice on the phone. And when you call, you say you'll be home late. You're always missing dinner cause it just can't wait.
My job keeps me busy and I know you're busy too. I really want to spend more time with you. I'm getting up early and I'm coming home late. If I want to see you, I gotta make a special date. We need some quality time together. What we need is quality time. Oh yeah. We need to talk to each other, laugh with each other. Let's get...
I don't get it.
I don't understand.
I don't follow you.
No, no. Oh, no, no.
Run that by me again, cause I don't understand.
No, no. I don't get it.
I don't get it.
What do you mean?
I don't get the picture.
Huh? I don't get it. Explain it all again, cause I don't understand. No, no. I don't get it. What are you trying to say? What are you trying to say? I don't get it. Exactly what do you mean? I don't follow you. Could you explain that again?
I don't get it.
I don't understand.
I don't follow you.
No, no. Oh, no, no.
Run that by me again, cause I don't understand.
No, no. I don't get it.
Ah, I get it.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah, I see what you're trying to say.
I get it.
Right, I see.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Okay, I follow you now. I understand.
I get it. I get it.
Whose woods these are, I think I know. His house is in the village, though. He will not see me stopping here to watch his woods fill up with snow. My little horse must think it queer to stop without a farmhouse near, between the woods and frozen lake, the darkest evening of the year. He gives his harness bells a shake to ask if there is some mistake. The only other sound's the sweep of easy wind and downy flake. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep.
Whose woods these are, I think I know. His house is in the village, though. He will not see me stopping here to watch his woods fill up with snow. My little horse must think it queer to stop without a farmhouse near. Between the woods and frozen lake, the darkest evening of the year. He gives his harness bells a shake to ask if there is some mistake. The only other sounds the sweep of easy wind and downy flake. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. Harry told Susan he was thinking about a new job in California. She must have been surprised. You can see it in her face. It's clear to me. It's easy to see. She must have been surprised.
Must have been? You mean must have been.
We can say must have in conversation, and sometimes we don't pronounce the V, and so you hear musta. She must have been surprised.
Yes, yes, yes. I can see that she was surprised. It's very obvious. But musta?
Well, you don't have to say it, but sometimes you're gonna hear it.
We must have bought the wrong size.
What?
We must have bought the wrong size.
They must have bought the wrong size. You can see that the jacket is much too small. It's clear to me. It's easy to see. They must have bought the wrong size.
No kidding.
Is everything okay?
She looks worried.
Yes, I can see that.
Do you think she heard Susan and Harry talking about moving to Los Angeles?
Well, evidently she heard something.
Or she saw the serious look on their faces. Michelle is obviously concerned. She saw something.
Yes, she must have seen something.
She must have seen something. Or she heard something.
Yes, she must have heard something.
She must have heard something. It's clear to me. It's easy to see.
I must have been crazy to come here.
Harry, it's the perfect job for you. You'll love it. It's a big decision for me, though, and I have to discuss it with my wife.
Is moving away to Los Angeles a good idea for Susan?
Is it right for her?
I don't know if it's right for her.
What does Susan think? What is she asking herself? The question is,
can I get a good job in Los Angeles?
I don't know if I can get a good job in Los Angeles. And what about Michelle?
would Michelle like to move? Or would a move be a bad thing for her?
I wonder if a move would be a bad thing for her.
So, Harry, do you want the job? That's the question. Do I want the job?
asked me if I want the job.
So what do you think? Will Harry take the job? I don't know if he'll take the job.
I kept asking myself, do I really want to work for the biggest company in the country?
The company is Kraft & Kraft, the biggest accounting company in the country.
I know the company well. It's big, the biggest. They're big, all right, with offices all over the country.
They're big.
Altogether, they have 86 offices in the U.S. alone. One of those offices is in Los Angeles, and that's where I'd be.
L.A.
Harry Bennett. Just one accountant in a huge company full of accountants. I'd be one little fish in a big pond full of accountants. Ugh.
Do you want to be a little fish in a big pond?
I'm not really sure I want to be a little fish in a big pond. I like being my own boss.
His own boss.
I work hard, but I make my own schedule. I can take time off when I want to. And I choose my own clients.
Yeah.
I have a client in the garment business on 7th Avenue. I do his taxes every year. He and my other clients know me personally, and I know them.
He knows them all.
They tell me I make a big difference in their businesses. And I do it my way, as president of my own company.
Yeah.
I guess you could say I like being a big fish in my own little pond. Yeah.
He wants to be a big fish in a little pond. A little pond.
I've been wrestling with the question of whether I go back to work or not.
I'm wrestling with the question. I can't make up my mind. I'm in a fog, I'm up in the air. I'm really in a bind. I can't make my mind up. I feel I'm split in two. I'm pulled in two directions. I don't know what to do. I've got to get my act together. I've got to get it all figured out. I've got to get on the right track, get rid of all the doubt. I've got to straighten everything out. I want to try something new. I've got to sort it out, think it out, work it out, 'cause I don't know what to do.
And I'm torn. I really want to go back to work.
I'm really torn, I'm all mixed up. My future is unclear. I'm pulled in two directions. I'm practically in tears. I'm of two minds about it. I've gotta think it all through. I've gotta find an answer, 'cause I don't know what to do. I've gotta get my act together. I've gotta get it all figured out. I've gotta get on the right track, get rid of all the doubt. I've gotta straighten everything out. And you know it's true. I've gotta sort it out, think it out, work it out, 'cause I don't know what to do. I've gotta sort it out, think it out, work it out, 'cause I don't know what to do.
Being a mother is not easy.
Being a mother is not easy. It's not easy to be a mother. Caring for a child takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time to care for a child. But playing with a baby is so much fun. It's so much fun. Do-do-do-do-do-do. It's so much fun to play with a baby. And working at home would be wonderful.
without you. I'm lucky to have you all.
It's great to be in this family. Do-do-do-do-do-do is great. Being in this family is great. It's always so easy for me to find someone who will listen. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do is always so easy for me. Finding someone who will listen is always so easy for me.
You can certainly design dresses, I know that. And there's no reason why you can't do it from your home.
It's true. I can design wedding dresses and continue my career. And I can take care of Max right here at home.
She can do it right here at home.
I want to stay at home while Max is still a baby. If I went back to work at the boutique now, Max would be on my mind all the time.
She would only think about Max.
But the truth is, I need to work. Richard and I want to buy a house, but we can't afford it. Like most families, we need 2 incomes in order to afford a house someday.
With a yard and trees and a swing for Max.
More and more families have working mothers. In the U.S., more than half of all mothers with preschool children are working at a career. Mothers like me.
They have to work and be a mother too.
And about 3/4 of all mothers with school-age children are working. In lots of families, relatives like grandparents offer to take care of children while the parents are working. And some families bring their children to daycare centers where other people take care of them.
They stay at daycare centers while their mothers work.
But for now, Max will stay here, and I'll take care of him.
Marilyn and Max will both be at home. Marilyn will work, and Max won't be alone.
You can read it in the paper. You can read what people say. You can find it in the paper, most papers in the USA. Sometimes you can find good news. Sometimes the news is bad. Sometimes the news makes you happy. Sometimes it only makes you mad. But if you want to be informed, take my recommendation. Go to a newsstand and pick up a paper if you want information. If you want to read the news,
look in the paper.
If you want an opinion,
look in the paper.
If you want to buy a house,
look in the paper.
If you're looking for a job,
look in the paper.
If you want to buy a car,
look in the paper.
If you want to see a show,
look in the paper.
You can read it in the paper. You can read what people say. You can find it in the paper. Most papers in the USA.
If you want to know the score,
look in the paper.
If you want the weather forecast,
look in the paper.
If you want to see the comics,
look in the paper.
If you have money to invest,
look in the paper.
If you want a recipe,
look in the paper.
If you need a vacation,
look in the paper. Paper, 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 paper.
You can read it in the paper. You can read what people say. You can find it in the paper. Most papers in the USA. You can read it in the paper. You can read what people say. You can find it in the paper. Most papers in the USA.
Wonder what the problem is.
What's the problem?
problem? I wonder. I wonder what the problem is.
Robbie and Alexandra
aren't here. Why not?
Where are they?
I don't know.
I don't know where they are.
Why didn't they come?
I don't understand.
I don't understand why they didn't come.
We need a new community center.
But we can't do it without talking to the young people, finding out what they want.
What do the young people want? We'd like to know.
We'd like to know what the young people want
in the new community center.
What does Robbie think about it?
We'd like to hear. We'd like to hear what Robbie thinks about it. But where did he go? We don't know. We don't know where he went.
Okay, what do you need most of all?
People power. Men and women, young and old, to give us their time.
Pitch in, help out, volunteer. Give your time, join in, lend a hand. Pitch in, take part, we need you here. We can do it with your help, yes we can. We'll solve our problems one by one. If we all work together, we'll get the job done. Pitch in, help out, volunteer. Roll up your sleeves, take part, we need you here.
What you're saying is, in order for this center to succeed, we need to put together volunteers from the various generations of future users.
Participate! Cooperate! Collaborate! We need your help, let's get to work! Pitch in, help out, volunteer. Give your time, join in, lend a hand. Pitch in, take part, we need you here. We can do it with your help.
I'd like to give her a nice going away present.
Robbie wants to buy a gift for Alexandra.
But he doesn't have enough money.
I should have saved some money.
He should have saved some money.
He should have saved some money.
But he didn't do it.
He should have put some money in the bank.
He should have put some money in the bank.
But he didn't do it.
Too bad.
He didn't do it.
Alexandra's coming over to help me study for my math final.
Robbie's got to take a test in math, but it's hard for him.
He's gonna study today, but he didn't study yesterday.
He should have studied yesterday.
He should have studied yesterday,
but he didn't do it.
He should have looked in the book.
He should have looked in the book.
But he didn't do it.
Too bad.
He didn't do it.
You and Alexandra have become good friends, haven't you?
Yes, I like her. She's a terrific person. I'm going to miss her when she goes back to Greece.
Robbie never told her that he would miss her when she goes back home.
Do you think she knows how he feels? He never told her before.
He should have told her.
He should have told her.
but he didn't do it.
He should have said, I'll miss you.
He should have said, I'll miss you.
But he didn't do it.
Too bad.
He didn't do it.
Wait, Robbie! You forgot to put the milk back into the refrigerator.
He shouldn't have left the milk out.
He shouldn't have left the milk out.
But he did it. He did it.
He should have saved some money.
He should have studied yesterday.
He should have told her.
But he didn't do it.
And he shouldn't have left the milk out.
Wouldn't it be nice if we could skip the examinations and get right to the graduation party?
Attention, please. There will be no exams this year.
If they really canceled the exams, Robbie would give his big graduation party today. And if the big party was today, if the big party were today, he would tell all his friends about it. And if all his friends came to the big party, Robbie would shop for lots of food. He would buy all the food for the big party if he went shopping in the supermarket.
Ice cream, soda, candy, and cake.
Woo! Everyone would have a great time at Robbie's big party if he bought all that food.
Hey, Robbie, you sure know how to throw a party.
This is great food!
But wait! What happened to the music? If Robbie played some more music, everyone could be dancing and having fun at the big party.
Oh no, no music.
Boring. What do we do?
And if the big party wasn't much fun, if the big party weren't much fun anymore, everyone might go home.
See you, Robbie.
Well, he tried.
But no music?
Let's leave.
And if everyone left the big party, Robbie would be alone.
Attention, please. Exams will be given tomorrow.
Well, Robbie, the party's over. It would be great if the exams were really canceled.
But they're not, so study, Robbie, study.
Ooh, look at the book.
Study, Robbie, study.
Yeah, Robbie.
Study, Robbie.
Got it.
You've become my friend, though I haven't known you very long. You've always made me feel so right at home. You've become my friend. I can always be myself with you. And when I think of you, I'm not alone.
You've become my friend. You were always there when I needed you. Never had to ask for anything. You were there to help me through.
I'll remember all the time that we spent together having fun. I won't forget a moment that we shared.
I won't forget your smile. Won't forget the way you made me laugh. The things you did to show me that you care. I'm gonna miss you. I'm gonna miss you.
It's hard to say goodbye 'cause you're my friend.
I'm gonna miss you. Yes, I'm gonna miss you. But sometime in the future, we don't know where or when,
We'll be saying
hello again.
Marilyn and Richard will be away for the weekend.
But Marilyn is worried.
About Max.
I hope he's good when we're away.
Use the present tense
When you talk about the future,
after when. They will leave tomorrow morning. And they want to take some hamburgers along.
I have to remember to put them in the bag tomorrow morning before we leave.
Use the present tense when you talk about the future. After, before.
Max keeps crying.
He doesn't want to sleep.
Maybe he will fall asleep again.
I'll go upstairs and stay with him until he falls asleep again.
Use the present tense when you talk about the future. After, until. Will Max miss his parents this weekend?
Maybe there will be a problem with him.
We have a live-in doctor if there's a problem I can't handle.
Use the present tense when you talk about the future. After, if.
I hope Max goes to sleep after Richard and Marilyn leave.
I hope Max goes to sleep as soon as everyone says goodbye.
I hope Max gets a lot of sleep while Richard and Marilyn are on their trip. Use the present tense when you talk about the future. After, after. After, as soon as. After, while. Let's go. Put away your worries, put away your cares. Let's leave our work behind us. Let's get away somewhere. Let's pack up what we need. Enough for a weekend stay. Let's go on a camping trip, 'cause we all need to get away. We'll bring some hot dogs with us, burgers and ketchup too. Don't forget the mustard, 'cause we're gonna have a barbecue. We'll pitch our tents right by the woods, and we'll enjoy the view. The sights and sounds of the country are waiting for me and you.
We'll set up our tents over there by the edge of the woods, and we'll be able to make our fire there where it's safe.
We'll cook our dinner every night over an open fire. We'll go fishing on the lake if we can get a boat for hire. And if there's any problem, something we don't know about, park rangers are always there. They'll always help us out. We can walk a hiking trail. There's a lot to see out there. We can pick some flowers. You can wear them in your hair. So pack up your hiking boots, 'cause you have to dress up right. And don't forget a lantern, 'cause it gets real dark at night. There's always something going on. There's plenty for us to do. The sights and sounds of the country are waiting for me and you.
Max is fine, but his teeth hurt and he just can't get to sleep.
I think Ellen wishes that Max had felt better.
If he had felt better, Ellen would have slept more.
Oh, I feel so bad.
Uh-oh, I think Marilyn wishes she had taken Max camping. If Marilyn, Max, Ellen, an easier weekend.
That's right. If Marilyn had taken Max, Ellen would have had an easier weekend.
I stayed out an extra half hour. The village was filled with people and the weather was so nice.
I bet Ellen wishes that she had stayed in the village a little longer. If she, in the village a little longer, she, so tired.
You're right. If Ellen had stayed in the village a little longer, she wouldn't have been so tired.
Harry's a professional camper, Mom. He knows all there is to know.
I'm sure Richard wishes he had gone camping before this weekend. If Richard, before he, what to do?
That's right. If Richard had gone camping before, he would have known what to do.
What does that mean?
This is a job for all the sounds make sense. If you can hear the difference. Listen! He said, He meant, I'm thinking.
Thank you, Pronunciation Man. Now would you like to take a look at a few paintings?
Uh-huh.
Note the interesting use of line. Can you see the forced perspective in this painting? This is a portrait of the artist's mother.
Huh? Aha! Yuck! This is getting ridiculous.
This is one of my favorites. Notice the use of black and blue. Here's one you'll like.
Ooh! This is good!
Thank you, Pronunciation Man. That's all we have.
Huh? No more pictures of me? Ah!
Nervous about the opening tonight?
Nervous, me? No. I'm scared to death.
I'm nervous. I'm scared to death. My heart is pounding like a drum and I'm out of breath. Ooh, I'm nervous. I can't think straight. My palms are sweaty, I can't relax, and I just can't concentrate.
I've got butterflies in my stomach, and look at my hands.
They shake.
I try to get to sleep at night,
but I lie there wide awake, 'cause I'm nervous. Oh, I'm just a mess. Yeah, my mouth is dry, I can hardly speak, and I can't even get myself dressed.
I earned this, and I'm going to enjoy it. As soon as I recover from my nervous breakdown.
I'm nervous. It's my opening night. I'm weak in the knees, I'm fidgety, and I'm beside myself with fright.
I've got butterflies in my stomach, and look at my hands.
They shake.
I try to get to sleep at night,
but I lie there wide awake, 'cause I'm nervous, and it's easy to see. I'm jumpy, I'm jittery, I'm anxious and panicky. Ooh, I'm nervous. Yeah, I'm nervous.
See our love grow.
Grandpa loves his family. Grandpa loves his family. There's a lot of love here.
time together.
What we need is quality time. Grandpa loves his family. There's a lot of love here.
Quality time together.
What we need is quality